All right, in this video, guys, I'm gonna show you how Neo coached me from stuck to money. So, how it helped me to go from stuck and feeling anxious to moving, making positive momentum, and making money in a single conversations. So, we all have moments of self doubt, and for me, it often happens when I am in the thick of building. So, one of the things that I've come to intimately know and aware about myself over the past few years, at least for me, is that when I'm in the middle of building, I'm not making money. And I mean, we make money from selling what we build, not from building actual stuff, building assets. So one of the curse of being having an analytical mind, of being an analytical person, is that you don't know when to turn it off. Like it just happens all the time, right? And you have to be consciously aware that you're overanalyzing things and you're overthinking things, and consciously turn that off. But for me, it is one of my biggest weaknesses. Like I have it on all the time, and when I'm on building mode, the tendency to analyze and overanalyze is actually at its peak. It's actually at its highest. So it's great for anticipating risks. It's great for diagnosing problems. Is great for seeing the big picture and stuff like that. But it's not very good for taking action. So the problem that I want to show you in this video here is that I've been in the thick of build mode for 20 plus days because I was building Neo. I haven't launched any offer. And on top of that, the development cost of Neo has been a lot more than I thought. I've been paying Replit a lot of money. It has been eating into my bank account. So what I need was sales. But there was an obstacle. The obstacle was me, even though I didn't know it at the time. So what I'm about to show you is how the conversation with Neo helped me get through this. So there's actually quite a lot of private stuff that happened. So I'm gonna I wish I can show you more, but I mean I can, but I really don't want to show you more because it's a little bit too private. So I'm gonna crop out and censor whatever it is that I don't feel comfortable with, and show it on to you on screen, and we're gonna do that before we move to the actual like view itself. So this is the rant. This is the rant. I gave Neo a rant. I basically what I did was I pasted. This is my first time having a conversation with Neo about something real. Previously, it has been all along has been test cases, whatever not. So this is actual real problem. So I have a thing feeling really heavy on my chest, feeling anxious and stuff like that. So I went to it. I pasted the context inside. And because it was the first time, it needed a little bit more context. Neo from then on, it was start to remember, but for the first time at least, it needs a little bit more context. So I pasted all the context inside, and I basically ran to it. It's like, hey, Neo asked me a question. Hey, what do you want to talk about? So it's like, okay, that's what I want to discuss with you about. I pointed out quite a number of issues, quite a number of problems, basically ranting. I don't even know like what kind of question I wanted to ask. I just know that I have like very little clarity. So I thought, okay, this is a great way to test Neo. Now that Neo is like up and running. So Neo called me out immediately. It's okay, you're doing the thing. And because because I gave it my context already and it already knows who I am. It knows my patterns. So it's like, hey, you're doing the thing, generating invented obstacles faster than testing assumptions. Let me separate what's real from what's fear. I mean, it hurts, but it's true. So the what's real is number one, number two, number three, number four, right? What is invented is that you need to worry about retention. That's invented. T1s might cancel tomorrow. You wouldn't know that's invented. I need to add more value to prevent hypothetical churn. That's invented. Here's what I see. You send a content writing email 41 hours ago, or 41 hours ago, 0 replies. Instead of diagnosing why that offer didn't land, you're now worrying about retention, which is a different product. You're promising free Neo credits, which is cost you can't afford. Planning to launch archetypes at $97 per month, which is the third product. Asking me for thoughts instead of making decision. You have 3 unvalidated offers competing for attention while your bank account drains. Look at how Neo talks to me. The question you're avoiding, which single offer are you committing for the next 10 days? ACF, Neo, archetypes. Pick one, defend it, execute it, or tell me why you can't. Neo called me out. Super. And then after that, I was feeling a little bit defensive. We had a banter a little bit here and there. I cut those out. And then Neo just asked me the most important question. Okay, well, so the first email was 41 hours ago. What's email number 2? And before you write it, answer this. What assumptions are you testing with the second email that the first one didn't test? Because if you're just reminding them, you're stalling. If you're changing the angle, you need to know what was wrong with the first angle. So which is it? 1, 2, A, B, C, or D? So I said, okay, I'm not a mind reader. I was feeling defensive. And then Neo reframed it. You don't need to be a mind reader. You need to be a scientist. In marketing, silence is data. It almost always means indifference. Claude is degrading, which is your first angle, is a technical problem. It only matters to people who are already heavy users feeling that specific pain right now. For email number 2, we need to pivot to a desirable outcome. We need to sell the result of the writing. See how Neo is guiding me? See how Neo is leading the conversation? Not the fix for the 2. Which angle do you want to test for email number 2? A, the speed hook. B, the quality hook. C, the sneak peek. And then Neo said, okay, I recommend A. It promises tangible benefit that appeals to everyone, not just those angry at Claude. Because me and my clients are very angry at Claude right now. It's been dropping the ball lately. So yeah, and I was like, okay, that sounds great. And I do have some questions. I was having some doubts because in the document that I pasted in, there were a lot of open loop questions. There were a lot of questions running in my mind. I mean, if you guys are ever been in a position where you are feeling anxious and whatnot, you can probably relate. There's a lot of questions in your mind, and your heart is feeling all kinds of queasy, all kinds of anxiety. So here's the thing that I know, right? And it is very different from knowing versus like knowing, is that when we are in the thick of it, when we are in the thick of having a sort of emotional problem or a issue or state, emotional state, when we are being in an emotional state, we can't access the true intelligence that we have. So a lot of the things that I am facing right now and that I was experiencing over here in this conversation, if my clients were talking to me, I would have known how to coach them through it. But I was in it myself, and because I was so in it, I can't see that I was in it. I hope that makes sense. So I wasn't able to access all of that wealth of knowledge and skills and stuff that I had already developed over the course of more than 10 years in business, right? So this is doing a phenomenal job at bringing it out of me. It is reminding me, okay, like this is the way it is. So, but still, there was a lot of question. My heart was moved already, but there's still a lot of anxiety holding on to me. So I asked Neil, are we just gonna ignore all the other questions in the doc for now while we launch this? How would a normal AI respond? A normal AI would be like, oh yeah, would you like to have a look at those questions before I move on? Neo said, yes, we are absolutely ignoring them. Here is why. You're trying to solve level 4 problems, retention, optimization, pricing models, when you are currently failing at level 1, getting a single human to reply, I'm interested. If you can't get people to want the content system, Neo, it doesn't matter how you price it, how you credit it for ACF members, or what the retention strategy is. The product doesn't exist until someone wants it. You're using strategic questions to procrastinate on the scary part, selling the thing. Your anxiety comes from trying to hold 15 spinning plates. I'm telling you to drop 14 of them and just spin the get cash now plate. Are you willing to trust me and focus 100% on getting the first reply? Or do you need to fix the ACF credit promise first to clear your head? A, I'll trust you, ignore the noise, let's write email number 2. Or B, I need to fix the credit promise issue first, then I can focus. That clears everything for me. All right, A, now I'm committed. And then Neo understood that. Neo picked it up very well. Neo immediately moved on led the conversation again with a forward momentum. Great, let's get a win. We're pivoting from Claude is broken, which is a technical problem, to write faster and better. Desirable outcome. Here's the draft of email number 2. It just drafted it for me. How I write without writing. I haven't written a draft from scratch in months. Yet I publish daily. My voice is consistent. Blah 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 blah. And as you can see, I like this. The conversation so far. Did I instruct it how to write? No, right? I because Neo is already trained on how I write, and he is able to adopt my voice so well. I challenge you to find an AI that writes as well as this, without any form of prompting, whatever not. So I'm sure there are more and more coming out lately, but you can let me know. And then I have some questions. I was like, okay, we have today until the end of the month. When are we switching from hand-raised CTAs to the straight to checkout call to action with full details? And it just gave me the right answer. I mean, not the right answer, like a very definite, solid answer, because it was on the 22nd and 21st, I think. Yeah, 22nd. And it knows the time. It answers immediately, Friday, January 24th. Here's the logic. If you send a checkout link to a room that has been silent for 41 hours, you will likely hear more silence. We need one pulse check to wake them up and remind them why they care. The timeline: today, Wednesday, email number 2. Thursday, the logic. Friday, open card. Weekend, social proof case study. Monday to Thursday, scarcity closing sequence gives you a 7-day sales window to close the month strong. Does that timeline work for you to get email number 2 out right now? Solid. And by the way, the next email that I sent over here has gotten me 13 hand raises after that. 13 hand raises immediately after this conversation with Neo. So let me bring it to Neo now, and I'm going to show you what happens after that. As you can see, there's like a number of conversations hidden because a lot of private stuff. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to show you guys, but okay, here, we did a couple of drafts, and I tell him it doesn't quite feel like compelling as well. Any ideas how we can improve it? And I immediately gave a analysis. Okay, the draft felt weak because it was functional rather than aspirational. Blah 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 blah. And then I get like I look at all of that. It gave me 3 options, and I was thinking, all of these looks damn good. So I said, okay, anything bad about sending all of that? It says yes. Don't when you try to sell everything, you sell nothing. When you combine them, you dilute the punch. So it is actually referencing. It is actually referencing the skill that I already instilled into it, which is over here, 30-minute offer doc right here. All right, so this is the vault area of Neo. This is the loadout. The vault area is actually supposed to be a storage, but even in storage, Neo is able to pull the relevant information out of it. So it actually gave all that, gave a recommendation, and then we had a misunderstanding. I said no. I will send it one after the other. Space 12 hours apart. That's a blitz strategy. I like it. It signals high energy and conviction. Since you've been quiet for a month, a sudden burst of activity wakes people up. And I tell you, it made me feel so good to hear this from Neo, because and one of the things that I was at the point I was about to wrestle with, would it be too many emails? And then Neo just affirmed that, and so let's just do it. Let the conversation. Ready to execute the blitz. So honestly, this conversation would have been a lot shorter if there wasn't some sort of rack problem. So in the course of this conversation, I detected a few times there was a rack issue. Some problem with the code that made Neo not know about certain things that I uploaded it. So I actually spent a number of times just going back and forth and fixing it. Not the email, but the backend, the background stuff. If it wasn't because of this conversation would be reduced by half. So anyway, I mean, there was one of the lines didn't feel quite aligned with me, so I asked it to correct it. And I gave it that, and I said, okay, I've scheduled the emails, all 3 of them. So we close the chapter. And then it says, strong move. You just went from 41 hours of silence to 3 email blitz in under an hour. Here's what happens next. Your job for the next 36 hours, watch your replies, prepare to follow up. What's your plan for a system reply? So he's now anticipating what's the next move. And for the next 2 days, I was so busy debugging Neo that I literally wasn't paying attention to my inbox. There were 15 people waiting on my reply because there were so many hand raisers to the offer. And then after that, once it's done, Friday night was supposed to be the last email of the 3 emails. I said, hi, I'm back. And it knows this immediately. It knows what time I sent this. I said, welcome back. It's Friday night. The emails have gone out. What is the status? And I said, okay, good response. Let's write an offer doc. I want to know that I want it so that the ACF members were to get this for free. The usage for Neo is all the profit I need. T3 members all will get me using Neo for free and the EA for free. What do you think? 8 replies is a win. Okay, so it wasn't 15, it was 8 at the point in time. Still, it was a win. All right, so on your ACF strategy, I think giving it free to T1 and T2 is brilliant. And immediately, it already created the version 1 of it. So this is the version 19, version 1, which is this one, okay? This is the version 1 of it. I mean, have a look at this. It is already so good. And by the way, I wanted to take this opportunity to announce that Neo has our artifact now. The beauty about Neo's artifact, right, is that you can actually edit it directly inside here. So the AI here, as you can see, there's a Neo and then there's an author, me. And then after that, you can, when you click on edit, right, it is what you see is what you get kind of thing. So whatever I write over here is gonna be displayed once I click save. I don't want to click save because I don't want to have another version. 19 is already allowed to juggle. And Neo knows all of these versions. So this is the first. Can you imagine this is the first draft? Oh, sorry, this is version 19. Bring up version 1. First draft. This is the first draft. And then after that, I noticed a few things that actually I don't quite like. Like I don't like opening with a problem rather than opportunity. I don't like starting a sentence with most people ... And so and I realized, okay, I actually didn't include that inside the memory yet. So I actually wrote it down and I included it in the memory. And I realized that there was a bug in the memory, and a bunch of problems. Again, bugs, right? And I spent time, I spent some time explaining it. I just updated the memory, some requirements. Can you have a look and apply those into the offer doc? Blah, blah, blah. We went back and forth to just do a lot of troubleshooting for the bugs and whatever not. And so, and after the bug with memory, I found a bug with rack. After that, I found a bug with the artifact. So we went and fixed it. So V1, V2, and V3 is basically Neo. And then after that, after I look at V3, I was like, my corrections made it worse. And then after that, I found a bug. So V4, V5, and V6 was totally me. I was just trying to fix the bug with the artifacts. And when we finally fix all the bug, right? The real first draft is actually this one. And this was amazing because this was after it knows all of my contacts, and it knows all of the things that I've been uploading and been saying to my email list. And this was the output. This is amazing, right? Pre-sale access unlocking February 1st, 2026. The new status. The promise of AI was to clone your output. The reality has been managing a distracted intern. You spend 20 minutes crafting the perfect prompt. You upload your style guides, you give it context, and for one message, it listens. But 3 messages later, it forgets. It drifts back into AI theatrical language. It starts hallucinating. You spend more time editing the output than you would have taken to write yourself. And as he was writing all of that, and I was reading all of that, I was like, yes, that's exactly how I felt. Or how I've been feeling with Claude. All right. So it asked me some questions. Immediate access, pre-order. They pay now to secure which is the option that you want for EA. So I said, okay, the latter B. So it asked a few clarifying questions, and after every clarifying, it came up with a new, better and better version of it, and so on and so forth. More version, and I realized there was another bug over here where Neo can see the latest version, but Neo can't see the previous version. So we keep on. So all of these like V7 all the way until V18 and so on, right? V15, right? It's actually just fixing bugs on it. It wasn't even iteration of the offer doc. It was just fixing bugs because we keep finding new bugs over here. So after that, finally everything is done. I was happy with version 15, right? And then I basically iterated it by myself. I put on my final finishing touches on it, and from here, as you can see, there is actually a publish button here where you can open the link. This thing is actually now live. As you can see, it actually looks exactly like Notion, right? And at the very bottom, there's the link. You click this to secure your spot. Click here. When you click here, it goes directly into my EA checkout form. I already got sales from this, right? And just to think that a couple of days ago, I was feeling anxious, like, oh, what if this, what if that, whatever not, So sure, there are some bugs. Sure, I had to go and spend some time, but Neo is building very fast, is growing, evolving very fast, and Neo is working very well. Even in its most basic form with all these buggy features, it is already coaching so well, and it's already executing so well. So I'm just very excited about how Neo is going to transform over the next few months to a year. So anyway, I actually asked, from then onwards, the communication is basically like the next few emails and so on and so forth. And it actually helped me to basically figure out the checkout page as well. Once it's done the checkout page, we actually okay, I did some correction on the login details and whatever not, but it also helped me to create the announcement for my free community. It gave me the announcement for the past buyers of Evolving Authority that was living in Claude. Now we are shifting it to Neo. They need an announcement. Neo helped me with that. And every single one of that, every single work that Neo has been outputting for this particular launch has been nothing short of amazing. You see? Your lifetime access important update. As a past buyer Evolving Authority, I made you a promise, lifetime access. I intend to keep that promise. However, the delivery mechanism is changing. I'm moving the system from a static Google Doc to a living archetype inside Neo. This creates a challenge. On Claude, you paid for your own subscription. On Neo, I pay for a silver cost every time you generate a message. If I give everyone free unlimited access, the silver wheels will bankrupt the company in a month. So here's the deal. You get Evolving Authority for free. New users are paying $197 to access this right now. You'll pay $0 for the license. Your lifetime access is honored. So now all of the buyers of past EA is happy. You just pay for the gas. Because Neo incurs real cost per message, you will need to purchase your own credits to run the engine. Just like how you pay for your own Claude Pro subscription. Next steps, how to sign in, blah, 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 done. And then after that, there was also this part over here. Reply. Like it even drafted me the reply. Here are the details. I put together a short document explaining how the system works. It covers this. It also details the founder's pre-sale. Read the full breakdown there. So basically, all the people who hand raised, all 15 of them, I sent them this one and immediately got a sale. And then after that, I want to make an announcement for Authority Scalers community on these are basically my paid members, and they gave me the announcement. Those of you who are my part of my paid community, this is the announcement that you literally see just this morning. All right, I'm about to launch a new tool to the public. It's called the Evolving Authority Neo Archetype. It's an AI infrastructure I built to replace Claude. Blah 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 blah. As you can see, it's just amazing. And now we come to this part where I'm gonna now, after this video, I'm gonna brainstorm the rest of the launch with Neo. So here that is basically like what I want to show you. Like it has helped me go from stuck, me ranting, me feeling anxious, me not launching anything, to asking, just by the power asking good quality questions and pointing in the right direction, move me towards momentum. And not only that, we actually executed on the campaign, and I've already gotten sales. I've already gotten like 5 signups for the product by now. So that's great, right? And so I'm really excited about how Neo is gonna perform over the next few months to a year. If you want to keep you want to be notified about Neo developments, like and subscribe, and then click on the bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to give Neo a try, by the way, it's free. You can give Neo a try for free. Go to meetneo.com. Meetneo.app. The link is down in the description and the first comment. See you guys.